What is up, guys? This is Robert Flagg with Flagg Fitness LLC. Just going to give you a quick rundown of just a full body stretch. I've had some people ask me for it, and just wanted to give you something that's pretty quick, pretty straightforward. I'll run it down real quick, but when you do this on your own, you want to give it about 20-30 seconds per stretch. There are going to be some stretches that are done in a PNF form, so that means you're providing tension into a foot or into a hand, and I'll explain that as we go as well. Alright, let's get started. So you're going to stay wide with your base, grab your right arm with your left, pull to the left. So I'm shifting that hip outward, nice and tall with that chest, my hands directly over top. Directly from there, we're going down. Keep that leg straight, about a 45-degree angle. Keep that foot flat on the ground. Alright, you don't necessarily need to crank down, alright? Remember, stretching it's a passive way. We want to make sure that we're being intuitive with how our body's feeling. We're going to walk it down to the other side. Nice, we're going to come back up. We're going to grab that opposite hand. We're going to pull that way. So we just went to a big circle. Again, you want to hold these with intention for about 20-30 seconds. We're just doing a quick rundown. Take that right hand, bring it over top or over across. Pull. Trying to get that scapula out. Good, let's go other side. So I'm keeping that wide base the whole time. Take it overhead. You can also crank into that too if you want to get a little more lot. Other side. Nice, we're just going to take it on down. Opposite arm to opposite elbow, okay? My feet are straight. A little bit wider on the shoulder width. I'm going to rock back and forth, feel it out. Maybe side to side, back and forth. Alright, trying to get a little bit of hamstring. Alright, same type of deal, 20-30 seconds. From here, you're going to sit yourself down, staying wide. Okay, here's where you're going to create a little bit of heat, so that PNF. Put your elbows right in between your knees. Push your knees like you're trying to push your hands together. Alright, stop them with your elbows. So I'm driving force with my elbows into my knees into my elbows. I'm going to do that. Release. Pressure, 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 release. Do about 10 of those. Same type of deal. Let's get a little bit skinnier. Alright, same type of concept. I'm driving out my knees with my elbows. And I'm fighting that with tension with my knees. Hold that for about 3 seconds, release. Hold for 3 seconds, release. We're doing about 10 of those. Alright, so from here we're going to get into a lunge position. So make sure with that lunge position you're flat with this foot. That toe is more forward than the knee. Nice and tall position, I'm grounded. Alright, you can also slap that foot that's in the back on the ground so you're maintaining proper stability. From this position, I'm going to try to rotate my hip, my back hip forward, loosen up that hip flexor. From here, I'm putting my hands behind my head, or you can also cross elbows, and you're just driving that chest out, pushing that hip forward. Alright, be intentional with this. Nice. From here, you're going to put your same arm as the leg that's in back on the ground. You're going to reach up with that opposite. I'm going to ditch this here. Okay, that front foot staying flat once again. Reach, reach, reach. Alright, here's another PNF. We're going to create tension. So elbows against that knee crook. Pushing them in. Fighting with my elbow into my knee. Release, 3 seconds, do about 10 of those. Directly after that, we're going to drive that elbow down, sink into that groin. Stretching like this is all about intention, right? Being intuitive with your body. From this position, okay, I'm not asking you to fully elongate this leg. What I'm asking you is keeping this foot flat. You're gonna split the difference with your hands. And I'm really trying to drive these toes into the ground. That's gonna help loosen up the anterior tibialis. A lot of shin splint issues are from that muscle being tight. So I got a little bit of knee bend on this front leg. After that, that's where I can start loosening up, getting straighter with that leg, getting a little bit more hamstring work. You do some leg pumps, some foot pumps, sorry. All back in the knee. So I still got that left foot in front. I'm all in this position. All right, once you get about 10 of those, or 20 to 30 seconds, we're gonna get down into pigeon pose. So you're gonna collapse on the outside of that front knee. Okay, pigeon's really hard for people, especially if you have really tight hamstrings or posterior chain, glutes, lower back, it's all connected. So you wanna make sure that you're really listening to your body. In that pigeon pose, I would start, if you have your left foot in front, start at about a 10 o'clock position, okay, with your body. So get yourself down, 10 o'clock. See how that feels? As you start to loosen up, you can start walking towards noon or towards 12 o'clock. That's the goal. So now I'm at 11. All right, then I'm at 12. Okay, if this is too hard for you, what I like to do is put my hands behind this knee and push my body forward. All right, again, you gotta listen to your body. Nice, from this position, we're gonna get into a traditional hurdler stretch. All right, if you can, take your opposite hand, reach for that toe. Let that body weight come down. I'm using my left foot's in front. I'm using my left arm to sort of push my body weight forward. It gives me a little bit of help. So from there, we're going into a back. So this one is not meant to crank into that knee joint, guys. I'm gonna open up towards my left side and I'm gonna be intentional with my PNF. So I'm putting pressure through my foot. I'm trying to drive my right hip or my back leg hip forward. So I'm being intentional. I'm trying to push it forward, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm relaxing. 1, 2, 3, relaxing. If you can get all the way back without having any issues with your knee, I'm okay if you do that. But for this instance, with this sort of PNF, sort of stretch routine that we're doing on this specific stretch movement, you don't necessarily need to do that. So usually I just lean back and I'm being intentional with that hip drive, squeeze and squeeze and squeeze, and I'm really getting that top part of the quad. Okay, so from there, we'll go into that other leg in front. Same type of deal. Trying to push this back hip forward. Okay, my arms are up, driving, driving, driving. Get that chest nice and tall, lean yourself back, push that back hip flexor forward. You can kind of play around with how the angle of the leg is feeling. If you feel like you need to twist in this position, you could do that. Put that arm that is the same as the leg that's in back. Twist up with the opposite arm. Keeping that front foot flat, facing forward. Good, so from here, driving that hand down, creating heat. Okay, so I'm pushing my knee in and my elbow together. Create heat, 1, 2, 3. For that heat creation, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. And then you can dig that elbow down nice and deep. Good, so from here we're gonna lean ourselves back, drive that toe forward. All right, loosen up that anterior tibialis. Nice, so from there, that's where we can do our toe pumps. I'm just kind of running through this now, so it's not a super long video, if you guys don't mind. Nice, do 10 of those, about 20 to 30 seconds. Collapse on the outside of that knee. All right, we're going into pigeon. With your right side, you want to start at 2 o'clock. So let your body collapse down. then you move to 1 o'clock, then your goal is 12 o'clock. Again, if you need help like I do, I have pretty tight glutes, I need to push myself forward. Good, next you're going in a hurdler stretch, toe facing up to get opposite arm. Dig yourself forward. My right arm's helping push and weight forward. From here I'm leaning back. Being intentional with that hip drive. Push, 1, 2, 3, relax. Push, 1, 2, 3, relax. Push, 1, 2, 3, relax. Awesome. So, next to last thing, we're gonna get into a downward dog position. So, generous knee bend, show you from the side. Generous knee bend, driving my head through my armpits, looking backwards, pushing my butt into the sky, generous knee bend, and I'm just walking. So I'm getting a little bit of calf, getting a little bit of hamstring, getting a little bit of flexibility through my shoulders. From there, I'm gonna go all the way down. I'm gonna do a baby cobra with my thighs still staying on the ground. Relax. I'm doing all the way up cobra. I'm on my toes. My hips are now off the ground. Okay, and the last little bit from here, you're just pushing yourself back, driving down on those knees, going into child's pose, pushing your chest towards the earth. And that's about it, guys. So thanks for joining. Hopefully this helps. And good luck.